Japan, a country known for its incredible cuisine. But did you know there's a darker side to Japanese food? A dangerous side. Now, you might be thinking, it's the raw chicken, or maybe the raw eggs. Perhaps you're thinking fugu or puffer fish. But no, I'm talking about Coco Ichiban, Japan's dangerously delicious curry house. Let's investigate. But don't just take my word for it. We've reached out to a Coco Curry enthusiast, and they've agreed to share their experiences with this addictive food. Their identity has been concealed for their protection.
I first tasted Coco Curry around 2012 when I was living in Korea, and after that first bite, I was totally hooked. I had it for breakfast, I had it for lunch, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then when I moved to Japan, I realized the danger I was in. They are everywhere. Did you know that there's a Coco Ichiban in all 47 prefectures in Japan? That means no matter where you go, you cannot escape it.
Good smell, good curry, good luck resisting. With its charming yellow, unassuming storefront and fluttering flags, today I'll be taking you into the belly of the beast, where we'll see what makes this curry so special. Yes, Coco Ichiban is everywhere in Japan. Today I'm risking it all, taking you to a local favorite shop to show you what I order when I come to this dangerously tasty place. Now, if you've never tried Japanese curry before, it has a very distinctive taste. It's definitely not Indian curry. It has its own vibe, so you need to try it when you come to Japan. And Japanese curry is super popular. Lots of different shops serve it. For me personally, the Coco Curry style curry is just my jam. There are other chains that do their own version, but nothing has been as good as Coco Ichi to me. Now, what's exciting about this particular location is that I'm used to just having the menu and you order what you want, you ding dong, you call them over and you explain it. But this place has anteed up with a touchscreen. And what's great about this new ordering system is that you can see they have a language option here, so you can change it from Japanese to English, Korean, or Chinese. Now, there are a lot of options on this menu, and the first time I came here, I was extremely overwhelmed. So I just want to give you a basic breakdown on how it works. So the first thing you're going to do is choose the base. The base is if you're going to have pork sauce or beef. They have vegetarian now. Some locations have halal, and they even have an allergy-free one. You can find all this on their website as well in case you want to see what kind of allergy-freeness is in the curry. After you pick your base of curry, you're gonna move on to the rice. How many grams of rice do you want? The first time I was like, I don't know how many grams of rice, I mean, how many grams of rice do you want? But once I lived in Japan longer, I understood. The basic rice that's like kind of like I can eat is 200 grams, and they'll give you 300 as like the normal one. And the higher up you go, the more you'll add on the price. So if you're a big rice head, go up. If you want just a regular size, stick to the 300. And if you're not that big into rice, then you can just bring it down. Next up is the famous spice level. Japan is known for having a very low tolerance for spice. When I go to like a Nepalese or Indian restaurant here and I ask them for a very hot, it's very not hot. It'll end up being like Coco Curry level 3, maybe. So Coco Curry's spice scale is legit. It's one of the few legit places. I usually go for about 6 for like a normal, comfortable curry, but it is spicy, just so you know. I've gone up to 10 before and I really enjoyed it, but you end up getting like the sweats, you know, you're just like, ooh yeah, it's really delicious. If you're not into spice at all, you can go for like 1 or even 0, and that brings me to the next scale, which is the sweetness factor. They can actually add honey to make it sweeter for you. So if you're not interested in spice, go the honeyed route. And finally are the toppings. So if you get like a very basic curry, you can then ante that up. And that's what makes this place so interesting. If you're not interested in adding different toppings that you want, you can pick the pre-made combos that are all ready for you. But maybe you're like, oh, I want eggplant, but I don't want mushrooms, and like I want to try chicken, but I also want to try the pork. So you can add all that in afterwards as toppings. And just recently, in the past few years, they've added half toppings as an option. So before you'd get like the full serving, but now you can do half that amount. So you can do like half eggplant, half mushroom, so it's a smaller price and a smaller amount, which leads for even more combos. The power. I must calm down. The danger waves are coming over me already. First time using the touchscreen. I feel like I live in the future. All right, I'm gonna go for kind of like a classic here. I'm gonna be doing a katsu, which is basically like a schnitzel if you're from Europe. In Korea, it's a tonkatsu, and this is tonkatsu, which was always really, tonkatsu was really confusing for me.
돈가스,
돈가스.
This one's handmade, which means they bread it. I prefer that one over the ones that are just kind of like frozen and fried. So I have to choose if I want the base pork, beef, or the vegetarian one. I'm gonna go for the pork one. I'm gonna go for 250 grams of rice. Spice level, going up. We're gonna do 6 today. And topping time. I'm gonna do half spinach, and I'm gonna do half eggplants. I'm also going to get some cheese. And then other options, the garlic bits are amazing. I absolutely love these. The soft-boiled eggs are amazing as well. So I think that today we're gonna have to go for the soft-boiled egg. We are good. I'm gonna put on the list. It's been added to the list. We need to order one more. Yes, Coco Curry is dangerously good, but there's another kind of danger that isn't good, and I'm talking about the dark web. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was too busy causing a ruckus on the dark web with my other fellow hacker friends. A little pig told me that King Kogi is being sponsored by NordVPN. Now, normally a hacker such as myself would be against this, but I realized, what if I accidentally hack a member of the King Kogi community? Friends don't hack friends. So I'll let you in on a hacker woman secret. Hacker woman secret. But let me just make sure this is a secure connection. Using NordVPN's Quick Connect option, I'll be connected to the closest, fastest server in seconds. But why, hacker woman? I hear you cry. Why does this matter? Well, I'll tell you why. Did you know that using free Wi-Fi at a cafe or a hotel is not as safe as you might think? Hackers, such as myself, can set up a fake network. Think of it like an evil twin to the real one. You log into it, start entering passwords and shopping, and hackers can harvest any sensitive data off unencrypted websites. But if you have NordVPN running, you'll be protected at all times, since Nord will encrypt your online data and keep their naughty fingers out of your information. So make sure you check the info box and sign up at nordvpn.com/King Kogi, and you'll get 4 months extra added to a 2-year plan. And with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee, it's risk-free, unlike surfing the dark web, which is not risk-free. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna order Coco Curry delivery online using someone else's credit card since they weren't protected by NordVPN. And King Kogi won't lend me her credit card. Get a job! I have a job! I'm an elite hacker!
Oh yeah, guess what arrived? My dangerously delicious curry. What's that hiding under the shimmering surface? We'll have to dip in and see. Ooh, ooey, gooey cheese. Now for that perfect soft-boiled egg. Dare I break into it? Ooh, look at that yolk. Luscious.
I am literally drooling. I can feel it forming in my mouth. Now, before I start, I've got with me my Sailor Jupiter. This is a handkerchief because I'm gonna probably start sweating, and Sailor Jupiter loves food more than any of the Sailor Scouts, so I brought her today to protect me. All right, everybody, I'm going in. Itadakimasu. Just cutting a little bit into the katsu, so I can get a scoop of it with some rice and with some curry. It's so good. Rich tasting. Look at this katsu. Nice thickness. Not like super duper thick where you're just like, I can't eat all this. I don't think I've ever left a scrap on my plate when it came to Coco Curry. I'm a Coco Curry monster. Oh, look at that cheese. I think we need some pickles. Pickle break. While called pickles in English, these are not sour, but instead sweet and savory. They're made from thinly sliced radish and lotus root and unlimited. Now, one of the unfortunate things about adding cheese and egg is sometimes I find it neutralizes the spice that I want. I find it burning, but it's not the kind of burning that I want. I want sweat, baby, sweat. So I'm gonna be adding extra spice that they have on the table. Just sprinkling that on in. Give it a little mix up and see if we can't get some sweaty martini going on. The spice here tastes good as well. Like, it's not like I just want to feel heat and burning. It tastes delicious. And I'd also like to mention, I have worked really hard to try and recreate Coco Curry, and I cannot seem to get it. I don't know what the magic ingredient is in the cocoa. What is it? And why am I so hooked on it? Very dangerous. Okay, let's see if it's a bit spicier. It's got a better kick to it. I'm just covered in cheese. Also dangerous. Mixed emotions. Happy that I ate such a delicious meal. Sad that it's over. Concerned that I feel like I could eat another one of these. See, this is the dangerous part. Like, I would like to eat this and go, I'm full. I don't need Coco Curry again. I'll be okay for a bit. But I feel like I could eat this again tomorrow for like breakfast, or perhaps for lunch. They even do delivery, so sometimes I just have a Coco Curry delivery. It's a slippery slope. If you decide to try Coco Curry for the first time, don't say that I didn't warn you. You'll think about it all the time. It will haunt your dreams. If you've had it on vacation, you'll go back home and go,
I need the cocoa. How can I get the cocoa?
don't say you haven't been warned. But I do suggest you try it when you come to Japan. And this is not a sponsored video by Coco Curry. But if they want to sponsor me, give me a call. And remember, anyone who's a friend of King Kogi is a friend of mine. So check that info box and get protected at nordvpn.com/KingKogi.